Hello, hello. Welcome back to For the Crystal Empire, where we last left our heroes, our citizens, warriors, enforcers, and executioner. Haha. Vagrants. People. I've been traveling through here, Vagabond. You guys have been traveling quite some time through a territory that you guys are trying to ally, or at least sort of claim, for the Crystal Empire. Or at least bring an alliance to. And you guys are traveling outwards towards... I'm pretty sure you guys are going to the Springs, aren't you, first? Or are you guys going to Hylix first?
We were on our way to deal with the village.
What the fuck? We are all on separate fucking things. Holy shit.
No, the village is later. I've stated that.
Okay. So we've never actually properly figured out where we're going, from the sounds of it.
I think
I'm pretty sure it was the Springs.
Meandering.
It was either the Springs or Hylix's home because of the staff, and well, personally want to get that done as soon as possible while radio is still here, so I can actually see what that was meant to be. But that's me.
Mm-hmm. That's what I thought too.
To be fair, we never actually. Okay, maybe I did say the Springs afterwards, but then the stuff with. Then we were stuck in town for like 2 months and. Also, welcome radio.
Hylix was, I'm pretty sure, the next on the thing, or it was the Springs, because you guys wanted to visit the Springs at some point. I know Nyx wanted to visit the Springs because they want to check it out, and you guys wanted a spring session, or a hot spring session, I guess.
I mean, that wasn't a priority.
No, it's not a priority.
Was dealing with bounties.
Yeah, and most of your bounties are going to be random encounters as you guys are traveling across the thing, because there's no stationary base except for the town. Everyone else is roaming.
Yeah, and in terms of at least based off my last look at the map of Pilgrimage Island, Hylix's shrine is closer, I believe.
No, that's not the right map. Why can't I see it?
Oh, there's the map.
The game is still paused.
With where the village is. Well, I guess technically Celeste's Shrine would be next, because if we were to go through, because it's either we go around the south, around the mountains, or we go north around the mountains, which would have us hit Celeste's Shrine first, then Hylix, then the Springs. Yeah.
No.
At least that's what I'm based off the map I'm looking on, which is the one you gave us for the pillars.
There was also something Farseer related, but that was Pyre's thing.
Well, that's at Hylix's shrine.
Yes.
That was at Hylix's shrine.
And that revolves around the staff that he gave to Haseo. Or the strange star.
Hylix's shrine is just past the... No, it's past Celeste's shrine and just before the Springs.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just before the former Levestis' tree.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, it would be better for us to just beeline it towards Hylix's shrine.
We would have to go over the mountains. Let's just follow the northern path to Celeste and then Hylix's shrine.
You don't have to go to Celeste's shrine.
Well, I thought one of the bounties was there.
Mm-mm.
No.
It's not?
It's protected.
That wasn't a no directed at you. M-Sama, no.
Yeah, there's one near Celestia's Shrine.
Now, the hot springs is a location to go to, because that was something I remember being discussed at some point, is that eventually go to the hot springs.
Yeah.
That was more of a personal request than a.
Yes,
It was a
and it
it
can
was a
be
personal
done. It can be
request.
done after Hyliix.
Yeah,
Uh,
and I mentioned it as well because like, I just kind of wanted to see the whole of Pilgrimage Island. But in terms of actual progression, going around the northern part of the island, around the mountains, because the center of the island is just mountains, would take us naturally to Celestia's Shrine anyway. So let's just get that out of the way.
Yeah, actually, it's gonna pass Celeste Shrine. Either way, it'll be like a single day's travel, and you guys have traveled like quite a lot of. I've just been skipping time. You guys had like a single encounter because it's not like a lot of fauna are around. They're slowly coming back, but because of the occupation, they're hiding.
I mean, I'm surprised we haven't run into owl bears other than the first encounter with one.
Yep.
Seeing as though those things don't give a shit about anything.
No, they do not.
Yeah, but they would, they would tend to get picked off first then. Anywho, everybody fine with this course of action, going to Celeste Shrine, then Hyliix, and then...
I would rather us skip the shrine.
Well, we're gonna have to go to it anyway if we're doing these
We
battles.
don't have to go to it.
I
It
mentioned
happens
that.
to be adjacent to the to the path.
It's just adjacent.
Okay.
It's not like you have to pass through her shrine to get there. You don't. You could skip her shrine.
Is it right next? Will it deter us at all for our goal?
It won't stop you
Unless-
from your goal. It'll just be a stop that you guys just hang out and talk to a god at.
Like again,
We
we don't really have a reason
I
to
don't-
stop at her shrine unless one of the encounters are there.
And right now, no one can do a pilgrimage, so they're just there to talk to. So there's no actual reason to do it.
Exactly.
Unless your character prays to Celeste specifically, but because most of you come from the Crystal Empire, you guys mostly follow the Farseers. So,
Yeah.
that's not necessary.
We don't
Okay.
have to go to the shrine. It's just adjacent.
Okay.
Okay, friends. Let's see how your day goes.
Oh my god.
That is a 5
Oh.
out of 200.
A 1 and a 4.
That's pretty fucking bad, Nikki.
That's no. You're thinking wrong. The higher the number, the worse it gets.
Oh, you operate that kind of rule?
Yes.
That not
Oh,
That's
so
just-
this is a really good.
So it's just it's pretty random for the most part. If you do not want to roll 100, 100's like near TPK.
Okay, but hey, look, a really good thing just happened to our party.
All right. You guys see strange wisps floating along the trees, and sort of the air around you starts to feel bright and calming. You can fail your wisdom saving throw, or attempt to resist, as this is not a charm effect or anything like that. It's just a mood change. It's happy dust, basically, from some sort of wisp.
Tirsheal doesn't want to be happy.
Success.
I don't want to be drugged by nature.
Fail.
Hold
Nakano
on,
accepts
Zemper,
it.
I believe in you.
Zemper's. I was gonna say Zemper's not gonna resist, but that's
I'm
okay.
kidding.
He's already happy.
He's a dog. I don't think anything can make him upset.
The dust
I'm not
lands on
curious.
your skin, Nyx, and it's pretty and sparkly. As you travel through these areas, it is a positive. If you succeeded your saving throw, nothing really happens to you. You're fine. You feel fine. No mood change. The rest of you have a happy mood change. You're all like super duper happy. Nothing can bring you down. You will smile through pain.
That doesn't sound good at all.
This will last about an hour. That's okay. It's like mid-afternoon, so you guys are slowly reaching nightfall. As you guys are traveling, you guys eventually make it around the entrance of Celeste Shrine when nighttime happens and when you guys will have to bed down for a bit. Or you can trek forward and possibly make it to the lake where High Lakes' shrine is.
Nah,
But
we'll
How
rest.
bad would
you'd make it
traveling at
like
night
you would
be?
you would get a level of exhaustion. That's it.
No.
Yeah, let's just rest. It's just at night.
Okay, it's time to ritual cast home. At, I guess, 4th level now.
Hicks, who are you calling mom?
I don't think there's
I don't know
other.
why you're casting
I think
spells.
your
We
character's
could just...
the only female in the party, besides Nakana. Tirsheal's mom.
We
What?
could.
All right, Tirsheal's mom.
4th level. The
What?
temperature outside the tent or inside the tent is comfortable always, and it has a dining room and a small kitchen. Oh boy. Oh yeah. Okay, I get a hat. No servant yet.
What?
No servant, right? Cool.
I was.
No, that's 5th level.
As you
What?
were saying, radio.
All right, Tirsheal. I have a
I'd-
question for you. Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Hold,
Go.
hold, please. I'm fucking confused about what's going on in chat. And radio has been trying to talk.
Radio, go.
I don't mean to be rude, Tirsheal, but why are you casting your tent spell when we can just stay at the shrine?
I mean,
It's right
a,
there.
a shrine, no matter who it belongs to, can still be tampered with. This tent only allows us in.
To be fair, somebody could just dispel it then.
Okay. I
I-
mean,
I don't know why.
I'm
What?
just. I was just saying.
What are
this
you
is-
on about, Nix?
I think they want to go to the shrine. Also, I thought this was supposed to be the posh personality.
Oh, this is.
But my tent has a kitchen
This is
and
not.
beds.
And also, they are Moxie. They haven't
I don't
said
know
that they're
which
Nyx yet.
one they are.
They haven't explained it that they're Nyx quite yet.
There's certainly something, alright.
I don't see harm in us staying there, but if you'd rather stay in this tent, that's fine. I'd rather stay at the shrine. Besides, we may learn something new.
At this point, he's just looking at Haseo like, what the fuck are we doing?
To the shrine!
God damn it.
Ugh.
Oh no, he's still on that happy juice.
What the fuck you mean, happy juice?
Is he alright?
I'm gonna knock you out of your fucking happy juice.
I don't think so.
I mean, you're happy as well.
I am.
Wait, that's not
What the fuck
normal.
is going on around here? What the fuck was in that pollen?
Just so positive. Happy days.
Made me feel nice.
That's not normal.
No. But also, I'm a normal human being. I can feel emotions. Surprise.
Can you?
Yes.
Really?
Yes, I can.
Hmm.
I know.
Never would've known.
Impressive.
Guess he'll cease the ritual cast, since apparently people want to go to the shrine for some reason.
It's just right there. Doesn't hurt to sleep there.
It's just right there.
If you still want, you can set up your temple over there. Tirsheal.
10 to 10.
Yes, Satoru Gojo.
Oh,
I like how most everyone agrees that we don't need to go to the shrine and immediately decide to go to the shrine afterwards.
Correct. Astute observation.
And she's not former. Larp. Time to grab Celeste.
Yippee! I don't know who that is.
it's a god. You're welcome.
And now I have to get her new art.
Wait, did she get new art?
Yeah, she did.
I'm going to put Moxie in a
I just
cooking
don't
pot.
remember what campaign I showed it last.
Are you talking about the
Dream
one with
Walk.
her in a...
Deal breakers.
You're talking about the one where she's in a suit, right?
Hmm?
Where she's in a suit?
Kinda, yeah.
I believe that's on the wiki.
It is on the wiki, but I'm trying to remember what campaign she last appeared in.
That
It would have been one,
be
whichever one that
treasure.
had her...
With the
yeah.
with the new artwork.
I'm
Then
pretty sure.
none of them. I don't think you ever
because
shown that artwork.
I've uploaded it, so it's there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Lost Treasures because that's
Treasures.
the last
You're
one
right. Thank you.
because that was the last one she's had any significance in.
So
I
that's
don't recall
new.
this.
I do. There it is. Thank you.
I love my memory.
She has her fancy art. But she's a new god.
Banshee.
Are you plastering your tent outside the shrine? Or are you gonna just...
No,
or
he
not yet?
canceled the ritual because people decided to change their mind.
Okay.
We decided to go inside.
I
Let me know when you
had
upload the
happy
map.
dust. Yeah, I got happy dusted, so
Oh, can
Why
you
do
play
guys...
you
that.
have
Is this
happy
map...
dust?
Is this map seeable?
No.
I mean, there's
got
partial
the-
fog of war, but I mean, it's nighttime.
Nighttime.
Hand.
Okay, you're able to...
98%.
So... This is the one I want.
Is it?
Reveal... Ah, there it is. Reveal fog. There we go.
Blind. Ah.
There we are. Now you guys can do what you need. You see several pathways leading towards a house at the end of the row.
Damn, Moxie's making a sprint.
okay.
I'm currently blind. Someone move me.
Are you?
Oh, that's right,
Yeah,
he's a
it's
human.
at 98%.
Oh, yeah. No worries.
It's at 98. I'm being serious and not serious. Fuck.
Okay.
We're not at the hot springs. Wrong shrine.
Why the hell aren't we at the hot springs?
Because it's like 2 days more of travel.
Fuck.
Yeah, flip Nikano. There we go. Whoop.
There we
Alrighty.
go.
I'm gonna have you all pause here.
Get back here.
I am suddenly paused.
As you all reach this large archway, make me a Arcana or Religion check.
Let me just double check both those stats real quick.
What's her?
Okay. Okay.
What's this?
Sure. Why not? We'll have some fun today.
I'm
What
good
could
at these.
What could possibly go wrong from the old man?
Rolled off a 20.
Surprisingly not bad.
Oh, the festival music.
These guys are in a calming
Well,
place.
I want to see if I can stack as many die as possible before they despawn.
Oh no.
No. No, Foundry. Won't let me stack more than 2 die.
Good.
Nyx, can you roll? Arcana or History, your choice.
Roll, motherfucker, roll.
So remember to use your magic modifier, not intelligence, if you're not a wizard.
What would that even be for a monk?
Wisdom.
For monk, it
If
would
that's
be
the case,
wisdom.
then I have a 20 for that religion check.
20?
No,
Oh, wait.
that's for Arcana, not...
Religion is wisdom or intelligence.
My casting modifier is charisma.
Yes, but you didn't
They
roll
were talking
Arcana.
about Arcana, not religion.
Oh,
Old
Wait.
Whitey, it would not be -2. You rolled a 17, so it's +6. 23.
Hmm.
Tirsheal's
almost if I have a lot of charisma.
doesn't change. Haseo's is 17. Okay, Old Whitey.
Yep.
I'll roll for you next.
Roll natural 20. Close.
Even better. So, with a 23 and a 26, you guys could tell that walking past this shrine will actually restore... It won't heal you, but if you have any latent conditions that are bad, diseases, poisons, anything like that, you will be cleansed as soon as you walk through.
Will it cleanse my raging alcoholism?
If you are
What
No, I
raging
think that's
alcoholism?
permanent.
if you are currently drunk, it will instantly sober you.
Okay, so
Quickly,
it won't
drink.
cure my alcoholism.
What raging alcoholism?
If you have,
You haven't drank once.
if it's addictions, it will cure addictions.
I was gonna ask if Old Whitey was still old. Would it cure my old?
No, because that's
But
age.
seems
That's
a little
not...
late. Age is a condition. What are you
It would
talking
cure
about?
your arthritis
Yeah.
if you still had it.
If I still had it, yeah.
What's this? Well, that's not what I want.
Oh, this is a nice looking gate. I wonder what's going to happen to me.
You're gonna be cured of things.
I feel perfectly fine.
Probably because you have nothing wrong with you.
Well, we did see him turn white.
Oh yeah, that is true.
Oh, my key veins are still glowing. I just haven't gotten updated.
Your keys are doing what?
So
What?
so
what is this
basically,
one?
so whenever Haseo does any sort of monk related actions like Rain of Steel or like Step of the Wind or anything, it's it's his key veins that typically glow when he's ever using his key. But because of whatever has happened to him, we're just saying his key veins are always alight now with white light.
Basically.
Basically, yeah.
Pretty fucking weird if you ask me.
Ah, yes, it is.
Wait, did I? Wait a minute, it's this one, isn't it? No.
Digging through that music file.
There we go. If you have any addictions, anything like that, you are cleansed. But it does not cure things that... certain things. Your veins are still showing as they were.
Sadly, it also doesn't cure me from being a simp.
A blank.
Nothing wrong.
Sorry, buddy, that's a terminal disease. You're gonna have to deal with that yourself.
Terminal disease. I'll move you both. Whoop. Alistair, you burn to the crisp. I'm just kidding. It hurts. Ah. I'm kidding.
Not again!
Not again.
Edgy as fuck.
But any dirt and other things you are cleaned off of your clothes, skin.
Finally,
Any-
haven't changed shirts in weeks.
Any latent blood that has been, just there from open wounds are cleaned, but the wounds are not closed. Or not, like, healed over. You're just clean.
So glad all my blood's inside of me.
My blood feels bloody.
Yes.
Yeah, I know, Sama, that you're a slime.
I mean, technically, your blood
Moxie
is your
splits
ooze.
into 6 orbs after
No.
walking through the gate.
I mean, there would be no blood on their skin or anything like that. They would just absorb it. It's mostly just their clothes. But if their clothes are literally just made out of them, it doesn't do anything. It
Their
tickles.
clothes
There we
is
go.
them. Yes, indubitably.
Sorry.
The gang's being dragged.
As you
out.
reach the front doors of a massive freaking door, looks like it would fit a pretty large dragon.
Oddly specific, but okay.
That's oddly specific.
Well, large creatures.
I think that's oddly specific.
Well,
We love you, Nikki. We're just fucking with you.
I know. You guys know what...
Listen, I
well,
need.
do you approach? Ah, mortals. Here once again at my shrine. What, pray tell, could I help you with? As you've entered Celeste's abode.
Shelter for
nap.
the night?
Shelter. Very well.
Yes.
But first,
You must fight this level 18 boss. It's
the
my-
door
The fuck?
opens, and this
Ah.
woman pops out. Very...
Giant woman.
My. She will shrink her size to be a little smaller. Welcome, children. My abode is your abode. Sorry, I don't exactly have furniture. I have no need. But if you have your own comforts and things, or need pillows or blankets, I can provide. Just ask.
No, alright.
What brings you here other than, well, a rest?
Oh, a bit of light housekeeping and pest control.
Ah, clearing the islands of pests, I see.
Large
Oh.
mess, yeah.
You all seem quite hurt. Let me help you.
I feel absolutely fine.
You...
That health bar completely untouched.
These two.
Nice.
And him. She will put she will put her tail on your head, Haseo, and pat these two heads.
Yeah, you get a tail.
Wow, my missing 5 HP.
Jesus Christ.
All better. She will
Oh.
then kind of like head pat Old Whitey and start walking over to Tirsheal to do the same. Do you allow her? Do you move away?
He does that. You know that thing that cats do when you kind of like reach out for them, but they don't move. They just kind of
The scrunch.
Slink
reach
back.
The fucking them scrunching backwards.
Yeah,
They refuse to move their bodies, but they're moving their head into their body.
they're moving their head and upper torso back.
Well, she'll
Like,
still pet you. Well, my home is your home. Come.
Well, that was easy.
The fuck just happened?
I think some of the settings got changed.
Yes,
Because
a
of
lot of
that.
the audio-based settings got reset.
I should probably check it. It's more than just the audio, just in case.
Right.
Inside, you see quite an empty abode to the naked eye.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to my abode.
Turn off that.
Well, thank you for letting us stay.
Anytime. Inside is a very warmly lit home. The temperature in here is not as cold as it was outside and quite comforting. A lot of you feel relaxed, almost naturally. She will sit on the floor. So Nyx would have been, can we stay the night, ask questions? So asking questions. So what questions would you like answer? I am no pillar of knowledge, but I am a very old dragon. I've been around a long time, so I do know of things.
Well, go and ask your questions,
Yeah.
Moxie.
Hear what it wants now. Oh, I forgot Moxie's got to type this stuff, don't they?
Moxie?
Moxie.
They're DMing me questions, sorry.
Have they lost their voice?
Slime with multiple personality disorder. Can you please respond?
And that. Favorite food? She will sit there actually in thought for a while. And then lifts her head up. I have not eaten really anything in a long time. I don't remember what I like. Sorry. And what makes a god?
What make a god?
Values. Values, worshippers, and well, those are good qualities. There are some that are darker, but some that are just born of it. Killers, earn their way to their titles and celestial form. I earned my way through my people who viewed me as a mother to my kin and others. I became the pillar of nurture and motherhood.
So, what's... Fuck, where am I going with this?
Take your time. I'm currently debating on a question myself.
So what's
here.
the, well, I guess what's the current state of the island? I mean,
Who has
we've only
control
been
of
traveling.
Nyx's character sheet?
Alistair.
Alistair? Okay. Sama, can you DM them to radio so he can type them out as Nyx and I can go them one by one? Because you're typing so fast I can't go back and forth every time. Sorry, I'm not trying to like everything, but I'm like too many things all at once. Okay, sorry. What was your question?
I was... I was simply asking what's up with the state of the island.
There are pillars that are gone, lost, or killed. I and my sister and 2 new ones have arrived. Many others are coming too as well. But the former ones are gone, ones that me and my sister watch grow and destroy and manipulate mortals for their own well-being. We tried to stay out of it because we thought, well, if they're pillars, they must, well, know their place, know what they can and can't do. But at some point I was locked away and wasn't able to do absolutely anything. My favorite clothes? I guess the outfit I'm wearing right now. Though it is just my scales. Children. All of my children. Though I see most mortals as my children, even if they are not of dragon kin. What god are you? I am... I already said.
Yeah, there he said.
They're the pillar of nurture and motherhood.
Yeah.
Asking if a god can do god things.
Can you do god thing?
I can't make anything happen. We have our rules and limits.
Well, I guess...
We as pillars have specific duties and things that we can manipulate and help others. I myself, I help through granting others magic, for helping others, for healing, and also help with druids and keeping Narakov fresh and nurtured. With Pronima back where she belongs, I can now focus on our path. But we may be omnipotent, but we are not infinitely powerful. We were once mortals like yourselves.
What
Unlike
do you
Unlike the Farseers, we are lesser Celestials comparatively to them.
Hmm.
What's the bad of being a god? Hmm.
It's
Well,
be a good-
Hmm. I guess being unable to enjoy food as much as I used to. Like I said, I don't even know what my favorite was. I do miss it. But freedoms are separate to the pillars. Each of them have their own specific freedoms and what they can do. In some cases, that could be seen as bad, depending on who you ask. You were immortal. Do you remember anything from back then? I do. I
Oops, I had the wrong
remember.
person selected.
Lol. I remember. Well, I remember mostly everything. Just not minute details. I remember my family. I remember the ones who helped me rise. All of them. I remember all of them.
So, you mentioned something about Purnima.
Correct.
I know she was one of the pillars, or the lesser pillars, but based off how you sounded, it sounded like she's no longer, or at least no longer a pillar based off the distinction you gave.
Some god a long time ago did something terrible to her. She was lost, no longer herself. I couldn't do anything. I was unfortunately sealed away for a while. And she
I
was
see.
lost. But recently, her two halves were brought back together. Sorry I'm talking so fast. All this is really important. Do you have a favorite child? No, I do not have favorites. I
Sad
love all
junior
of my
noises.
children equally.
I'm gonna hit you with all
Even-
these questions at once because they're talking really fast.
I know, that's okay. All of them are very dear to me, no matter, even if they are my blood, or Priscillia's, or mortals like yourselves. I love and cherish all of you. Even those that do bad things, I must love them.
Oh, and here's
Can you turn me into a celestial slime? No. Yes, I have a boyfriend, but he's more of a permanent mate.
I thought you said a fade. I was about to be like, no way Pyre was here.
She blushes at the question of being as beautiful. You can be as beautiful as you want yourself to be, or feel yourself you are, as long as you work hard at it. Well, in your case, you can do whatever you feel. So you can change your shape at any moment. I don't mind if you draw me. Do you need a
Still my good
break?
side.
I have no need for breaks. Though the one they call Avestus used to take quite a lot of breaks. Do you enjoy being a dragon? I am both.
Twitch.
I enjoy being... Well, I am both a god and a dragon at the same time. I just choose to have mortals view myself like this. It seems to be more easier to talk and not be as intimidating to my children. Child of a mad scientist, how am I your child? You were born on Nerakov. No matter how or where you were born, you're all children to me. And I will cherish you as such. Today has been a little glum. Heard some noise, or heard some news about my sweet, sweet child. My boyfriend? My mate is the pillar of strength.
Oh no.
And war.
Dying of cringe.
I am dead. I am dead. The
What the
end.
fuck? Where do you expect this to go?
Hold
We all
on.
knew where it was going.
He's dead.
Alistair is gonna put a hand on Moxie's head.
Oh.
Slow down. You're asking a lot of questions. I would
There's a
like
lot
to
of
get a question in.
I have a question, but I'll just wait for you guys to get done with yours.
He's gonna step up. I'm not known for my tact, so I apologize if I say something offensive.
No worries. There's nothing you could say that could offend me.
If people do not worship you, do you still consider them your children?
Yes,
What if they
as you're all
renounce that?
children of Nerakov.
And if they're to renounce that?
Then that is their choice. I do not control mortals. But I will still
Points.
love them unconditionally.
Points. We do not classify as your children then, as we are not from
You
Nerakov.
come from the Shadowfell, yes.
Then why do you grant us leave and stay?
Oh, I see. Okay, so
Because
that's
I
the key button
see
they removed.
no malicious intent in you.
I'm doing something wrong. That's a joke.
She smiles. You may be from another plane, but you stay here on Nerakov.
Oops. That was supposed to be next.
I think Whitey also has a question.
I'll let you
There
guys
you
go
go.
first.
Right.
Mine's kind of a.
Tama, you've asked plenty of questions.
Who's-
Let the rest of the group ask questions.
I never
I'm just
really...
gonna put these in chat.
Yeah.
You guys go. I'm just gonna keep putting these in chat, and then
Yes.
whenever Whitey's done with his question,
Oh.
I think we all know what this question's about to be.
Oh, Whitey.
oh no! Here, let me alley-oop you really quick. So I left out a question on purpose.
Uh-huh. Go on. You can ask your question quick.
God damn it.
Foxy, stop trying to take everybody's blood.
Stop.
My blood? Sorry, but that I cannot give. As you are not a dragonkin, I cannot... against regulations of dragon culture.
So on the topic of Dragon King.
Yes.
What that note?
So what was that note? Could I possibly have some blood?
Ah. You come from my grand bloodline.
Shifty eyes.
You're a white dragon.
Yep.
A
white dragon
ferocious
and a little bit-
bloodline, one for those who can survive the harshest of weathers of the cold norths.
Mhm.
But a noble, as chaotic as they are, still noble. You may.
Thank you.
She will take off a glove. And she will bite her thumb. And then hold her thumb in her hand. And wait for you to have a vial ready.
Pretty sure I've got a vial on me. And if not, I'll borrow one from an ally.
I mean, if you drink in potions and other things, you have empty bottles.
I mean, you're not
think
just
I
gonna
had-
drink. You're just not gonna drink straight from the tap. Come on, man.
That's we can't do that on
I
Twitch
have-
for multiple reasons.
I mean, I have the vials that I originally had Dragon's Blood in. I'm sure that I could reuse those.
Yeah.
I'm sure nothing bad could possibly happen to that. I'll use just the old Dragon Blood vials I had,
Okay.
so I don't have to rename anything. How many vials do I fill? Oh, I see. The name's been changed. I see.
There you go. 2 vials.
Okay. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Anytime, kinsman.
And then I will just take a few steps back.
Yes. Tiefling?
So, well, I guess we all know your name, but my name is Haseo, of House Peacock of the Crystal Empire.
Ah. Some of your folk live here on the island.
Yes. You mentioned the Farseers earlier, and I was wondering if you had some knowledge relating to them. A
Some
compatriot of mine.
knowledge.
Well, a compatriot of mine, not too long ago, received what I can only think of as a request from a god, as he had, I believe he said it was Caparicus, the sleeping Farseer, or the crab Farseer, throw a rock at him. And then he asked him to take said rock to, well, somewhere here on Pilgrimage Island, specifically Halix's shrine, or I guess house now. And I was wondering if you know anything about this. And he,
That's not correct.
Calcareous?
Calcarian. What do you mean that's not correct, Radio?
That's not correct. He didn't specify where.
You
He didn't-
never specify.
No, the Calcareous never specified what he exactly had to do with the thing, just that
He was shown
his
that it was
journey
a,
will lead him to the direction he needs to go.
then
And that he's on the path anyway.
I remember there being a vision about Halix's shrine that you had,
Yep.
and I'm
There's been
now I'm less sure. I'm like 30% sure you told us, but he mentioned some house here on Pilgrimage Island on a lake. And I was
Ah.
wondering,
former Fey pillar, a pillar of unity, the one who united the Feywilds before the incursion of the Sylvan Empire.
Ah.
He still tries to keep it, but
then do you have any idea what this rock is meant to do?
she will look at the rock.
Let's go rock.
Yep, rock.
Rock getting some screen time, baby.
I think Hylix would know best, as this is his expertise. She will look at look at up and down. Ah. This one seems to be seems to be for a phoenix skin. I can feel the warmth from inside.
Yes, Pyre is the one who was originally given. It was originally given to, but he's no longer with us. He's currently back in the
Almost made it
Feywild.
sound like
If
he was
I'm,
dead for a second there.
I mean, being stuck in the Feywild, from the sounds of it, is in a form of way being dead when you think about it.
Ah.
Sure.
The Feywild is a tricky place. Perhaps talking to Aliex would be a good plan if you want your friend back.
Yeah.
He has access to the Feywilds.
Yes, we know this. The reason he's back in the no, I don't believe it's the reason, but apparently there was some Fey back in the town that tricked him into nearly having to go disrupt that portal, I should say.
Oh, that's curious.
Yes.
Hmm. I'm sorry
If you
that
don't-
has happened to your friend. The Fae are tricky beings. Best
Yes.
to not be trifled with. But I wish you blessings on your friend's return and for the road ahead. His shrine is not far from here. You'll have to take a boat across. Usually, there is a boat there. Hopefully, there might still be one. Maybe it is buried by the brush. It has been some time since a mortal has crossed his lake.
All right. Thank you for that information.
Or
Thank you for
you
answering
may
my
build
question.
yourself a raft and sail across yourself. It is not a dangerous lake. It is a calm lake. Only regular fish live in there. No predators. Unless that
Silly fish,
Obsidian
right?
Assembly members have been poisoning that lake. But they don't go near our shrines or homes, as they know we will kill them on sight. You'll see her hands start to get a fist and sort of held anger through her. But it's only for a moment.
As a response to that, Haseo instinctively steps back as vague memories of those fists enter his mind.
I'm glad there are some people cleaning up their scourge on our lands. They'll allow the other pillars to build their shrines and this island to a better, more flourished temple to the pillars. And perhaps we can once again have a pilgrimage.
I see. Yep, that is all the questions I had.
Celeste will turn and pat Nyx. Yes, child? Hmm. For right now, I will have to decline. As I am nurturing child. Well, she looks a bit sad. His body. Do I have... I do not have Junior.
It's in Pharaoh Kings.
Yeah, I didn't bring it. But I can
Hey,
create
just
a
help
new
me-
It
one.
should be in the actor importer.
It's not.
Well, if anything, I can just send you his image real quick.
Or is it in my... I can't be in monsters. No. I will have to manually... I'll just make a
Blank token.
blank one, yes. As a... Hmm. I'm sad I can't actually RP him, but he's not here right now, so it's okay.
Unfortunate.
He's having a bit of out-of-body experience in an unknown dungeon.
Poor Junior.
Poor Junior. He'll be saved at some point.
I know I may not look it, but I am something of a doctor.
She looks at you for a moment. I appreciate your help, but my child is without soul. Only the return of his soul can save him now. She will start... You'll see a sort of Erd being on her lap as she's petting, holding close. You see this little guy with wings.
I think there's something that we could actually do about that.
Doubtful. But if you want to try, you may. I won't be against it. But do not harm.
I think trying to tamper with soul magic, especially when the effect was caused by the deck of greater of many things, is probably going to end in more harm than good.
Don't know if you don't try.
I mean,
In the Pharaoh
our
King... Oh, I'm sorry to explain a teensy little bit. In the Pharaoh King's Blade campaign...
I don't think that's what. I don't think that's what they're talking about.
Oh, wait. What am I explaining?
I think they're talking about the image in the integrated chat.
Oh, I don't want to explain that one. Not right now.
Well,
I don't think any. No, right now.
Well, our empire is known for our soul sake rituals, which is a form of
I'm aware.
soul magic.
But I'm doubtful that would help this one. Their soul was taken by cards.
Not gambling.
Oh, yes.
Gamba.
Haseo, you feel a strange, weird anger at something. What a weird anger at a dragonborn somewhere. I'm kidding.
May I?
You may. She will place the child on his back, a lifeless body, still with a beating heart, and still functioning and alive, but soulless, almost lifeless.
What am I rolling here?
You have a soul
I got
sake tool, don't you?
I do.
Alright. It uses Constitution. Are You
Hell yeah!
are you
Are you
both
rank?
are you both rank 1 or 2? Sorry.
I don't know if Alistair ever ranked up because of this stuff, but Haseo is definitely ranked.
You guys are ranking up at the same time.
So
Yeah,
he
I'm
would
your
be-
partner, buddy.
I'm
I
your
just
partner.
ranked up while I was in juvenile detention or something.
Let's
Basically.
go.
So you have proficiency.
Oh, yep. Give me 1 second. It says I'm
just-
not proficient. Let
I'm
me
giving
fix
you
it.
proficiency.
Ah, thank you.
And I'm going to go to DMs of someone. Soul sad. Where did we put it, Soviet?
It should be pinned.
In
I mean, you could just
is
copy
it?
him.
Oh, literally, it's pinned in our chat, isn't it? I'm a goof. There we are.
So, y'all got games on your phone?
What?
The fuck is a phone?
No, that was me.
No, I don't got games on my phone. What the hell are you talking about?
I've got Minesweeper and Sudoku.
Yeah, I know you got Minesweeper on your phone.
Got the stock market game.
Fuck.
Is that the
Oh
one
my
where you
God.
crash it or the one where you prevent it from crashing?
All the above.
I see. Hold on, I think I got Among Us Mobile.
Oh my God, why?
So it's. So there.
I've got
Okay. So this one is
Pokemon
actually going to
Go
be
and-
a specific DC. So you'll have to roll your soul sake. So you can just click the, just like rolling your weapons.
Oh, whoops.
That's
Yes,
close. Close. Take snap.
Yeah.
I am
And
helping
I
you
also
with
get
this.
I'm gonna add a +8 because of the Bardic Inspiration, or plus D8. My apology.
And I'm giving you the help action.
So I roll with advantage then.
Yeah.
Advantage.
Ah.
The D8 is not rolled with the advantage. The D8 is rolled separate,
After.
correct?
It is.
Got it.
Yeah.
That was almost really funny. Okay,
D8.
that's a D10. 26.
As your soul sake ritual, together with your friend, you watch as the liquid rises and kind of goes near the corpse, above it, as a ball almost. You watch as it starts spazzing the fuck out and forms a disembodied and unrecognizable sort of grotesque creature's maw. You dare steal from us.
Yup.
That soul is ours.
No. I mean, you can't just take a child's soul. That's rude.
I agree.
It was a gift. Right at
Wrong.
our laps. And the soul sake falls.
While that was still going on, I used Soul Sight to see if I saw anything more.
Nothing.
Well, what the fuck was that?
Celeste's eyes widen. An almost partial, for a moment, surprise and then anger. Then she goes back to a neutral feeling, picking up her child, putting it on her lap again. Whatever that was, it must be the one keeping them.
I'd like to insight check them.
Who?
Celeste.
I
He's
wish I
trying to
could
gauge
see
if she.
where.
I'm trying to gauge whether, based off of her reaction, she's restraining information or genuinely doesn't know.
Her anger was towards the creature that has her son's soul, but not towards the fact that you guys failed.
No, more
She's
recognition.
she's not withholding information. She truly doesn't know. She's in the dark.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
We did learn something, which is the first step to working on something is figuring out what the issue is. Rather than not having a soul, it's just simply with someone else.
Make me Arcana checks. This one will be with your casting modifier or your highest mental stat. This is for anybody, but let's see if you guys can figure out what type of creature this was.
Yeah, it's worth a shot.
How do I change it to...
Once you click on it, there'll be a little drop down bar.
Ah, that's right. That's right.
So many 18s. What the fuck? What natural?
Caesar's got the fucking knowledge.
You can't use your familiar for these checks.
This is his whole point. He is my teacher. He knows shit I don't know.
Quit abusing the familiar system.
You know what? Maybe you should just get a better familiar.
Like,
What is wrong with my weird dog?
listen,
that's
that
what's wrong.
breeded
Patient.
dog.
He has autism.
He is very good at sniffing.
And eating rocks.
And that's why we love him.
Oh yeah,
And
he's
throws
also
rocks.
stealthy as fuck. He
I'm
also
not
can
saying I
teleport.
don't like your dog.
He's so cute. He's just not that kind of useful.
Yeah, watch. Stealth check. He's very bad at it.
I mean,
Yeah.
+7's not bad.
So, with a 25 and a crit, which I will count as a similar success, you can gauge this.
Oh, hold on. I meant to roll a d8 as well. I was given another bardic. Okay,
Cool.
never mind. Continue.
Lord.
A serpentine voice. The Silver Serpent, an old patron, an arch-fae once was, now deemed a hunter of darkness. They're basically like a powerful snake being. They manipulate snakes, and generally, one way to tell if you're being manipulated by one is the eyes of the snakes in the area being that of one green, one yellow eye. Their warlocks are few and far between, but their power comes from hunting and the hunt rather than the warlocks they have under them. This one specifically associates in the Scorched Barrens. Just not sure where. Just that they've been known in that area mostly from research. Tirsheal. And that's what Caesar says also, that in his research and studies that he heard that they're in that area too.
Man, we're running into a lot of Fae in recent times.
Some Fae are relatively neutral. A lot of Fae tend to be problematic.
Well, I guess with that information, we can narrow down which continent it's on.
Sounds like someone else's problem to resolve.
I will agree with that, but
What have
I
you
hope-
learned?
come on, she heard Caesar.
I'm joking. Ah. I must tell my mate this knowledge. It may come in handy for his potential champion.
Smash cut to next week where my character is getting choked out by a fucking god like it's Bart Simpson.
Go down there now and rescue my fucks.
All right.
Well, I'm glad that despite us not being able to solve this situation, we were able to help further the solution.
I appreciate. I really do. I hope that my son returns. He's grown quite powerful and strong. Sorry, I'm making it look like the hand's moving. That's
That's fine. Well, I believe unless anybody else has other question, it is getting quite late, and it's probably time that we begin to.
the
head to
moon
bed.
is bright tonight. Soon to be a full 3 moons in the sky. Though one rubble mostly.
I was about to say more like 2 1/4.
Yes. Well,
Well, have your rests. I will keep watch. For I do not need sleep, but you are under my protection. I will not let any harm come to any of you.
thank you.
Well, under Celeste's roof, you are immune to conditions such as charmed, frightened. You are immune to being charmed, frightened, diseased, poisoned, petrified, paralyzed, and stunned. Just while you're here, inside her home.
But off of the back of what I was just saying, Haseo, said, "Thank you, Miss." Well, I guess I could just call you Celeste. But do you have a last name? I am a bit of a formal person.
Best I keep that name to myself. My bloodline still exists. I'd rather not endanger my kin.
I see.
What kind of dragon are they?
Currently, they're a celestial dragon, but they still show some semblance of what they once were. They're a white dragon,
looks at Old Whitey.
All right, Satoru Gojo White, say hello to your great ancestor.
There's a reason she praised your bloodline. Because she herself views herself that way as well.
Hmm. Wake up. Wake up, Mad King.
Joe Biden.
You awake?
I've been awake. Yeah, I've been here. Just kind of spacing out.
Celeste praises
I just-
your bloodline for specific reasons. But she was once like you. She is also a white dragon bloodline.
Mm.
So drinking
Bring it
that
down.
blood's gonna supercharge you.
We'll supercharge the white in Old White.
I'm not gonna continue I'm not gonna say the joke I was about to make.
Oh, that was terrible. I think I literally couldn't stop myself from the words coming out of my mouth.
Same.
Yep, I'll definitely be drinking this blood sooner or later.
But yeah. Yes. Haseo will find a nice wall and put his back to it.
If
A bit of a thought experiment. If I conjure the image in my mind of furniture, does it appear?
no, but if
Damn
you
it.
ask, it may appear.
That's a very dangerous power to give this character, Nikki.
Do it. Ask the question.
No, because I'll immediately get judged by the party for asking for a fully stocked liquor cabinet.
Listen, I'll drink with you. It'll be fine. They won't judge you as hard. It'll be perfectly fine.
Makes it. Aw. Thank you, Nyx. As Nyx hands over a drawing. Cute picture of herself. You should all rest, though. It is quite late. And if there is anything you want or need while in here, I can provide.
Wait, hold on. I got the perfect thing. Hold on. Tirsheal, I still got this.
Mm.
You can still drink.
Takes out flask. Flips it upside down. Bone dry.
Yeah.
No, that's just Tirsheal's flask.
But
Liquid magic ore? I have no idea what that is. I don't think I can provide that. They're DMing me. Sorry.
Wait, what did they just ask for?
Liquid magic
liquid
ore.
magic ore.
Oh my god.
That is something I cannot just create. It is a natural thing here. My magic may be somewhat powerful, but not that powerful. I can't just conjure essence of planes. I wasn't gonna say anything. You were close to the spelling. It's an A, not an E. Other than that, it's pretty close.
Food,
She
please.
will hold out her hand, and you'll watch as a platter of food will appear in front of you. All of you each get a platter of food. It's platters of food not of regions that you're all from. Kind of delicacies of those regions. For Tirsheal, it is a lot of it is, oh fuck, I'm trying to remember. It's fish. It's mostly fish and seafood. Old Whitey, you get
I'm from the ice fields originally.
oh yeah, and they have dinosaur related food items, so like some sort of like dinosaur steak.
Would
Yeah,
you
like
like
cranberry
rack
juice.
of? Would you like? How would you like your rack of commie ribs?
Yes.
Nyx, they would probably give you something from the what Haseo would get, traditional Japanese different Japanese platters.
Tonkatsu.
Nakano and Alistair. Alistair, a platter of food that was almost nostalgic to you. A sort of soup made from the negative, well, vegetables and beings of that. Kind of like a fancy chicken dumpling soup. Nakano looks at him, smiles, and starts eating.
Alistair's just gonna stare at the plate of food. He's not even gonna eat it.
She won't be
In
offended.
fact, he kind of looks at it with like a face of disgust almost, but not towards the food, more so what it resembles.
Mm.
And he will realize who is currently standing over him and will sigh and go back to his stoic expression and slowly eat it.
With Nick
The
sometimes,
dog wanders over with a small portion of fish on a plate and lays down.
I'm just, yep, all right, cool, we're doing this now.
You're feeding the fish meant for you to the slime.
no,
Got
No,
it.
Nick's is
no, I take the fish, but Nyx is feeding me.
Oh boy.
well,
Well, lady, if I may speak with you at some point.
me.
Yes,
Oh, by all means.
perhaps after food.
Ah, yes.
He kind of shudders
your
when he
fed.
says that.
If you'd like something else, just ask.
No,
I only provided what I thought was best of that area, of my knowledge. It has been a long time since I visited Shadowfell. Before Merciless.
it has been centuries since I've been there as well. However, I do appreciate the gesture.
I gave you food from where you are wearing traditional clothes of. Merciless was a pillar of chaos and a demon that was manipulating the other pillars while pushing my sister and I out of the picture slowly. Manipulating
call it duck and
mortals
Yeah, just call a duck a duck. No one likes Merciless.
Hmm.
And his tone is more so like, let's change the subject,
Hmm.
rather than agreeing.
Yeah. This. Oh, you're from here. Well, traditional foods vary between. As Varians have adopted the Crystal Empire's likings of food, as well as some of the fishing that they do at the Lake of Helios, as well as in the seas around the island. But not very often. So you might get like mixtures of because the Crystal Empire doesn't typically have a lot of sushi, but it's a lot of like lots of different rice dishes and stuff, and not so much seaweed or whatever, because it's not a super duper coastal area. But this area has a lot more coastal things, so there's the invention of sushi was more in this area than anywhere else because of the mixture of rice and that.
Yeah. Alistair's just like quickly feeding his food to Nyx while also accepting the food. But I am moving quickly as to remove the side of the food in my own mind. I don't try and make it obvious though.
Merciless will, for a moment, close her eyes, and she actually is going to send a message to Cauldrix now that there's a patron of the hunters in the dark / a archfey that is holding our child's soul.
Too bad Cauldrix is a cuck.
Bruh.
Bruh.
He would literally fucking super dash into the ground where his son is if he could. But he's a god, so he can't. Until his champion gets there, he can't fucking do shit.
Do you not have a champion?
It not named champion yet. He still has to finish the trials.
Double cucked.
Oh yeah, that's gonna come up at some point. I can't wait to part one.
Well, the first trial is just defeat a boss, so they're gonna get that one done soon.
Thought they did that already, but that's okay.
Well, it's do it at level 8. They just got to level 8.
So that's gonna happen after the thing. KK.
Yeah, it could be any boss, or he can ask him to empower a boss, basically. But semantics.
Yeah.
Talk about that later.
If I may bend your ear now, perhaps somewhere without sounding.
She'll place a hand
Problematic.
on your head, and you can hear her in your mind. What is it, child? I'll use this as thought bubble.
The being in front of me, when I spoke to each of them, as confusing as it may sound, they wish to be independent.
In tall order. They seem to be one soul, but almost condensed a little from others. Perhaps that's the personalities mixing in. Amateur work.
Work of a mad scientist, as they said.
Now, she will say this. My husband, mate, is the same way, sort of. He gone mad and the shadow fell. Long time ago, died and was reborn, with both personalities taking a form in one body. One soul, two minds, split personalities. I believe a strange celestial being may have split them that way. I'm not suggesting to do as such, but perhaps asking for a proper use and proper procedure of soul condensing and releasing. There is one man on this planet who knows of such abilities to do as such. I sense his presence here on this island, actually. I think he's at the village.
Dr. Zariah.
I have minor resentment towards that man. But the past is in the past. He was only doing what he could to stop Amarius and Vyara. He needed my energy. But I told him to do it by any means he needed, and it was painful.
He alluded to that. I assume that this is the creation of the Asvari as well.
Wrong.
Oh?
It was a cure to an infection from a faraway land. One that Vyara tried to bring to my home. She failed. She died. Her aberrations live on. Zariah is trying to destroy it. Perhaps you can help him. I think he is searching for something here that may help in that regard. If you're already helping him, then my asking is mundane.
I'm just following orders. This is something that's a little bit more personal, however. Specifically, yes, Alistair will say out loud.
She will hold out a hand and a milkshake will appear in your hands.
Anyways.
As these two are getting crunk and drunk.
I believe what I'm looking for are multiple vessels. Because they're displaying their anonymity and autonomy. However, what they're not showing is how far away they can exist from each other. Or for how long.
I have a tiny proposition then.
I will be forward with you. I'm very wary of making deals with powerful beings.
No, not a deal. Just a promise. Can you just notify me when you have properly condensed and freed the souls to their respectives? I will provide vessels if you need.
Could you say it a little slower this time?
Once...
For some reason, there's music in my head that's swelled.
Lol. she will basically say this. She will provide vessels for you once Moxie is split with her proper souls in their personalities. Split into proper souls. She will provide vessels.
Hmm. Thank you. And one more question for you.
Ask away.
If Helix is the one who controls the portal between, or is your liaison between the Fae and Narikov, who would be your liaison to the Shadowfell now that there is that opening?
We won't know until the pillars take their respective realms. There's no specific realm that they're attached to, but some are attached to some more than others. The Shadowfell pillar can be either the one of chaos, the one of unity, or the one of primal, as all three fit in helping that world. The other planes don't have as much mortals to take care of as they have other things.
Yeah. All right.
Once the pillars have united here on the island, they will take their places. And I will give you an answer then. But for now, it would be me and... It would be me or my sister.
Who is the Pillar of Unity?
A man who once used to be a king. His name is Dalius. When she mentions that name, Nyx, you get a visage of a disheveled elf with a semi-disheveled elf in a kind of like a old robe, who looks weary and tired, but also hugging you for some reason. But your hands are of a different being, an armor you've never seen before. Then you snap back.
Wow, that was such a powerful word. You heard it in my mind.
Oh.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Let's roll with it. She said
No
that
worries.
out loud on accident.
No, reverberation. Certain things do trigger memories, even if well, for this one, she's in the presence of this person. And, yeah, her other characters, a patron god is her. So she gets reverberation memories of that person sometimes.
Oh, they're an angel.
In this presence, that too. One of my champions saved that one from himself and a prison that was given to him by the Scalic Dominion. But he seems to be one who is those for the people. I think he would be good for either the Shadowfell or the Feywild. Personally, I think the Shadowfell needs someone like him.
Shadowfell needs a lot of people. All of which are here. None of which are born there. This place needs people from the Shadowfell. Bit damned if I say so myself.
Both worlds are are each a side of a coin, you could say. Almost one and the same. The worlds are mirrors of each other, but still thrive differently. The lands are connected very almost like magic. Any landscape changes and destruction are felt across both realms. A strange occurrence, but it's been there the whole time. You spoke of armor.
Why are you patting me down?
Getting the good old pat down.
You seem to have gone catatonic for a moment. Is everything alright? Pat snicks. Raises an eyebrow. You have... An elf? Ah. There's a few like that, but I'm guessing one comes to mind. Had. I think still has. Won't shave it. I think he is still fully accepting who he is. But I think he's getting better, with the others helping him out. Only one who I know who has met him with... perhaps the others. She, for a moment, her eyes will change and then switch back to... These will switch to like an almost gold color, as they're currently like blue, like partially blue right now. And then they'll return to a kind of a bright blue. That would be my champion, you may have seen. Yes. Yes. One of my seraphs. If she would have went with my sister, she would have became a Sibyl, a angel of knowledge. My angels are warriors and protectors of mortals. For a moment, she did die, and I let them be mortal once again, as a promise. It was too soon. Champions are those who devote themselves to a pillar or a god of some kind, going through trials and challenges set out by each of us. Each of us different in how we portray or promote our champions and followers.
Alistair is going to kind of no longer sit upright at the mention of champions and trials and everything. He's going to slump a little bit.
I can be. But mortals have their own free will and choice. They may worship whomever they please. You do not have to follow me specifically. There are plenty other gods who may provide comfort and prayers to when you need them.
God. I think
I am
just
no
realized
farrier of souls. I don't keep souls. Though,
I
my
think they mean in the
champion...
literal sense.
Hmm? No. Oh, are you devoting yourself to me? You're linked to one who is a champion of mine, yes. But you are your own person. You are not them.
Ma'am,
Yes?
what do you know of the former patrons of Narikov?
There's been a few that have been killed throughout the times. Some still exist. Narikov is depleted of specific patrons. Killed off by some of the mortals here and some great old one. She will look up at the sky for a moment as the roof sort of shimmers away and the night sky shows. One that watches over my home. She shudders. I hope someone takes care of him sometime.
There was once my first introduction to a being in Narikov was a fiend in all white. Long ago.
Fiend in all white. There's a couple that come to mind. Schism.
I believe that was her name.
She has been... well... she picked a fight with people who don't take shit from no one. A strange, cursed person, and a archdruid and friends all banded together to save their friend's wife from that patron.
Or you continue. Did I send you Alistair's backstory, or did I only send you Pyre's backstory?
I think... let me check.
Alistair exits the Shadowfell, meets Schism. Schism tells him to go find the other patrons and learn as much as he can before going and venturing out to discover what she meant by find the courts.
Okay, now okay, yeah.
That's where I'm going with this. I'm about to ask her about the courts.
By all means.
Boy, howdy. Huh?
By all means, go ahead.
I'm getting ready to get kicked out of this house. This fiend told me to find the other patrons and learn as much as I could before learning what I can from... she had said only the courts. I do not know what she means by this, but almost deifying them.
The courts are dangerous beings. They're a group of elder elves who ascended long before. They are malevolent beings, but they've been locked away for some time. The courts are beings who thought themselves higher than any others. They were powerful scions who led Narikov for a while as deities. But then they were banished by those who were called the Pillars in the first iteration of us, and reunited Narikov under a different set of gods. The courts are not dead. They're just sealed in their own home. I don't recommend going there. It is a desolate and dark place.
Sounds like home.
Creatures of horrific kinds and mindless husks of what was once a city now roam.
Most recent thing that I've learned. And the one thing that stuck with me. As you've not seen me in combat, though the one over there would understand. I do not fight like I am from this land. I do not wield weapons that are easily found. I don't know why that Fiend in White decided to either take pity or utilize me. But I've learned to fight from them. And they sent me to go and find the courts. Do you have knowledge of where they are?
I know where the courts are located, as I was a young one when they were sealed. I visited the city once. I turned back. It is not a friendly place. I thought I was strong enough. Perhaps there are some lost souls that could save that place. But the courts, I think, are best to be sealed. They only bring totalitarian and genocide their way. They believe the Elder Elves are the only ones that should be on Narikov.
Thank you. He's
Oh.
gonna stand up.
Be careful with fiends. They also like to play tricks. Their deals are not very kind, but most beneficial to that who starts the contract. A good fiend? There are some who do not try to hinder mortals or harm them, but they do, and most of them are, selfish and do things for selfish reasons. That is just in their nature. But Kodrak says he's doing quite well with them. In some of the layers, they seem to be working towards his goals. Maybe better. Just having a moment by the water.
Do you want me to roll religion? Alistair is going to be cleaning his scythe and will attempt to do as he did in training and look for the white fiend that would always pop up behind him and put a new hole in his shoulder.
As you anticipate such a thing, you swear for a moment in the corner of your eye. You swing forward. There's nothing. But seems their mark, their presence is gone. As if that one moment. It was this one, correct?
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
That's the one
is
that we
right.
talked about.
Okay, that is Schism. I was just double checking because it could have been.
I should probably
one
just
other.
pull up the wiki. Let me just pull up the wiki.
There was one other one that I was thinking of. Because there's another archdemon that's also of similar colors, but they're an Archon, so they were once a angel, and that's this one. I'm pretty sure that's not the one that you went with. Anyway,
Epic embed fail.
epic embed fail indeed.
Yep, but no, that one right there is the one that we were talking about whenever I was making Alistair.
Okay, perfect. Then yes, everything I'm saying is actually true. Though,
Which is why he wields the scythe, because of the crescent.
yeah. For a moment, there is relief. But, make me an insight roll, Alistair.
Come on, man.
Actually, no. Make me a investigation check. This is gonna
Let's
be on
fucking
somebody else.
go.
Yeah.
Let's fucking go. Mid 16.
Yeah. Even when in a contract with such a demon, thinking about them and things like that, even though, while within hallowed grounds, some are powerful enough, like her, to be able to appear in such places, but her presence is gone. You feel free, but you fear it is not fully over. You
He'll
feel
sit back down.
you feel obliged to figure out what and why. But perhaps it's just fading feelings.
He doesn't know if a weight has been lifted off of his shoulders or a new one has been put on.
But your new knowledge of what the courts are, they're old beings with great knowledge, but they were also trying to completely control this world. Whether or not to Alistair that is good, it's up to him.
Well, you and I both know why I'm Oath of Annihilation.
I think the rest of you would have passed out by now, probably.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think King is about to get going here soon, aren't you?
In about like 10 minutes tops.
Oh no. Emsama's laptop died.
No.
Well, I guess we could
L
end today's
gamer.
session here. So you guys are gonna wake up next session and continue your journey. I didn't think this was gonna take all session, but hey, it was kind of fun. It's been a while since Celeste has spoken to mortals. Though,
Next
I
time.
have one small thing. For a moment, Haseo, when you did use your soul sight, you actually saw Celeste's horde.
Oh.
Oh.
Is it what I think it is?
It was invisible for a moment, but it's it's gold beyond than you thought. She collects wealth. She's one of those types of dragons.
Oh, wait. I saw that with Soul Sight?
Yes, because she's using a specific type of any normal eyesight, whether it be or anything that isn't dark fit normal. As long as you don't have devil's sight, or okay, normal
As
dark
long as you
vision
have
doesn't
some
work.
form of...
Blind sight wouldn't be able to find it, but any sight that is like true sight, soul sight, or any of those special sights allows you to
A
see
sixth sight, yeah.
a sixth sense type. Yeah, sixth sight. You can see her past her hiding of it.
Okay.
But it's a lot.
Money.
Yeah. Those are all, by the way, donations from church, from her, all of her followers.
Now that's
Oh.
true greed right there.
So that's why Quattle only accepted donations to the church as payment.
Yes. She hides it very well.
Robber.
Okay, we know the next mini campaign. We have to put together a bunch of thief characters, and we have to pull
Wasn't
a
there a-
dragon horde heist.
Wasn't someone hit by a wild magic that slowly siphons their money away?
That was Flynn.
That was Flint. That's fucking funny.
Actually, I think Emsama also had that situation too.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh
Because
wait,
hers,
no, that was them.
yeah, I think M Sama's other characters slowly getting slowly siphoning into her horde. I had that ruled out too. It's very funny.
By now, they've gotten rid of the effect because I hit them with the blade.
Yeah.
You stabbed.
I stabbed them. It was a friendly fire stab to friendly remind them that they can be cursed.
No, we need to use Waterdeep Dragon Heist module encounters. Instead, we're robbing Celeste's horde.
I don't think we're gonna be able to get into that horde.
Bet. Anything's possible if you put your mind to it hard enough.
Anything's possible enough with enough thieves into the mix.
Anything's
Gotta put-
possible.
All right. Thank you all for joining us for today's session of For the Crystal Empire, and thank you all. Thank you for the new follows, the subs, the resubs, the gifted subs, all the support you give me. I really appreciate all of it. And I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful night, evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you are. Bye.
Man.